Morning, everyone. All-Star and I are out here in Northern California looking for some Lake Shasta spotted bass today. As you can see, it's a beautiful morning with the sunrise in the background. Got out here early enough for once to be able to see what I can do in the morning bite. Just about done with the trip here, so I'll see if I can get some video today and show you guys what I've been figuring out here on Shasta, as much as I figured out. Big fish are still hard to find. The smaller ones, you know, in the pound and a half range are feeding heavily on shad. There's trout in the mix in through there, so some of the trout are mixed in with the spots, but hopefully we'll be able to find some of those bigger ones that are actually looking at those trout now. Maybe use some swim baits and things like that to find a bigger bite. But for the most part, a lot of the tournaments right now are being won with, you know, 12 or 13, maybe 14 pounds a day. So, you know, there's not too many monsters being caught. You know, I know there's some 4s and 5s here and there, but for the most part, the average size is right around 1 3/4 to 2 pounds. So as you can see, we've got some surface activity this morning, and hopefully that'll pay off and give us a little bit more in the better size range. So I've got a couple of spots I want to go to where I lost a bigger one yesterday, so I'm hoping to be able to redeem myself and get that one back. So far the bigger bites seem to be coming off, so I've got this trip I think 3 fish that I've lost that all felt like they were bigger fish. Few of the ones that I've got in the 1 3/4 to 2 pound range, unless I get them on a spinner bait with a trailer hook, you know, those ones stay hooked up, but anything that's on a worm seems like they're just kind of nose hooked. So anything bigger doesn't take too much if they're skin hooked or something like that to come loose. So we'll see what we can do out here. It's a little bit smoky from the fires. Hopefully that stuff is kind of calming down with the winds calming down. I know the couple of days when those fires kicked up, it was super windy, so I know that was a really difficult part of containing them. So a lot of difficult things with the fires all around, not only in California, but Oregon and Washington and all across the country. So just be praying for all of those first responders and all the people that are out there that have you know, lost homes and loved ones, and hopefully all of that is under control soon. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out here, and we're going to make a little bit of a run this morning and see what we can do. Out here, Lake Shasta, trying to get a few of those spotted bass to eat early, so I'm going to be throwing a battle bait, spinner bait. If I can get any aggressive fish to hit this. What I've been doing is switching from spinner bait. You know, this is a white spinner bait from battle baits. I'm just switching back and forth between spinner bait and top water and mixing it up with a Nico rig or a robo worm, and just trying to see what I can do to get on fish. So most of the time it's been in the evening when the fish start getting a little bit more active surface wise, so probably put the top water away here in a little bit if I don't see any action, and switch to a jerk bait. Jerk bait's been getting fish all day long too, so but we'll go through this and see what we can do up shallow, and then work out deep if we have to. I know we can get fish out deeper, but hopefully we'll get a few bigger fish up shallow. These fish are coming out of the deeper water, pushing the shad up to the bank in certain spots. Parallel the bank, hopefully you just cover enough of that bank to be able to get one to hook up. Definitely see shad moving up there where that rain is. Tight enough in here though where I can cover a little bit of both banks. I want to get on those shad that are moving. There's fish chasing those. That's what we're looking for. what we're looking for. There we go. Come on. Nope, came off. Dang it. Definitely starting to feed back here though. That's good. There's another one. Hey, he hit it. Hit it and missed it. So I can see shad right up in front of us, moving. Try to hit this before those fish do. There we go. That's a good one. All right. Oh, there's another one hit it. Trying to get that out of its mouth. So, we know that there's plenty of them. Another one came up and hit him right in the face. So this is where we can load the boat up pretty quick. Bad little fish. Needs to come in that tournament. Now it came back on. My batteries must be getting low because I've been using it a lot. Need to get new batteries in that. So there we go. All right, so void that. It goes directly to my phone. We'll throw him back in the water for the Connect Scale November 18 tournament. I didn't get a picture of it, so it won't count. But I got it on video, and you can see there's another bunch of shad moving over there. I think we could probably do this for a little while and just get them on the spinnerbait. Just a matter of whether we get anything that's a little bigger. So they're not chasing these shad around extremely fast, but they are pushing them up to the surface and eating. So we'll see how many more we can get. And there's a bunch more of them down here moving around. It's just a matter of whether we keep moving or let them come to us. It's such a opportunistic bite. You know, you can see there's shad, even dead shad right here in the water. But, you know, that fish that I caught had another one that hit it in the head trying to take the spinnerbait out of its mouth. So you know that they're aggressively feeding right now. There's a bait ball coming at us. You can see up there starting to feed. So I'll probably head that direction and see if I can get there before they all get eaten. Something pushing those around, so whether they hit the surface or not, there's fish moving those things around. Let's see if I can catch this one. You can see all over the place they're getting eaten. Could throw a buzz bait, a spook. Spinnerbait's kind of been working for me, so I'm going to keep doing that. Get you right there. Now this is multiple fish where I should be able to get something pulling through there. Yeah. You get a bigger school of them like that. There's a lot of them feeding, but what I've been finding is the bigger schools like that are, you know, some of these smaller fish. But it's fun to catch them. You just need to find a bigger one. You can see what I'm talking about basically is it's opportunity. Driving around, kind of stumble on what fish are feeding and throw, if you can, throw across the bait ball so you can actually pull it into it. Little guy. Now that I've drifted kind of right onto the top of it, I can see where we moved them. Looks like over here. They're still around. They're still feeding. They're just moving. And hit it right as soon as he hit the water, but he missed it. So I do have a trailer hook on this, just because that trailer hook seems to help out, because they're slapping at so many of these running around that they miss it a couple of different times, and I'll get that trailer hook and hook up. Alright, so I cast it past it, get the blades moving, and get them to hook up. Alright, so you can see how fast it can happen. And they're not giant fish, but they're fun. And that one had the trailer hook in the corner of its mouth. It had the other hook down in there, but it didn't have the other hook hooked up. So, trailer hook is what actually got him. All right, All-Star, what do you think? Well, we finished off this little creek arm, Shasta, and phone went dead, so I had to recharge it, but ended up with a limit of spinnerbait fish, 2 topwater fish, and 2 Ned rig fish. So nothing over 2 pounds still, but you can kind of see what we were doing there. The opportunities kind of present themselves at, you know, times when you just have to be able to be paying attention and look at what's going on. The spinnerbait bite seems like right now it's kind of shut off, so I'm going back to finesse tactics. So we're going to make a little bit of a move, getting out of this area where they were feeding so heavy on shad, and hit a little bit more of the main points and cuts, and find fish that hopefully are either continuing to feed on shad or have had enough of a break where they're hungry again. So we'll see how that goes, but it's been a fun morning, and I think right now my limit's probably sitting at about 6.5 to 7 pounds. So, you know, need to be able to get a couple of kicker fish. Not that this is a tournament, but just to be able to know that you have the confidence to, you know, continue to be on the right fish. Made the run up here this morning, hoping that it would pay off, because I've left this alone for a couple of days. And obviously the fish were there, and I don't even know really that I had any big ones on. I think I had a couple of misses or a couple of fish that came off, but none of them really felt like they were big ones. So we're gonna keep on looking for that big bite. We'll see if we can get a few more videos, but until then, what do you got to say, All-Star? Huh? All-Star's hungry. Time to eat. Have to be careful. There is fish just jumping everywhere. I broke off my spinnerbait, and I'm notorious for breaking off jerkbaits. So switched to a jerkbait and caught a couple already, but the bigger one that I lost on the spinnerbait kind of hurt, breaking the spinnerbait in half. And there's just a lot of 1 3/4 size fish feeding right now, so I figure it's a good time to kind of end the day and end the video if I can get anything more on here. So far, I think I ended up with about 7 or 8 spinnerbait fish. Had 2 on the Ned rig, or not the Ned rig, the Nico rig. I had two topwater. Topwater, right now I could throw the topwater again. I have it tied on, but for some reason it seems to be harder to get them to hit the topwater. But the jerkbait, you can see, throw it in the middle of everywhere they're feeding and it seems to work. Just because they're at the surface and then they're down again so fast. See if I can get this one in without losing it. Oh, this one might be a better fish. He's definitely digging. They're all fun. Spitting up all kinds of shad. Just lost half a pound. But that's what I've been doing in through here. Not a real big one, but they're fun. Still another one of those that I feel like it's about twice the size that it actually is when I get it in the boat. But I'll throw this on the Canuck scale there. Any of these that I'm videoing, I'm not adding to the tournament, just because I don't have it synced up to my camera while I'm recording. But I'll see how many of these I can get. Got a face full of hooks there. All right, so let's see, I'm guessing it's probably 1.5 pounds. Last one was 163. I'll use the grips on there. 149. I'm getting pretty good at guessing them. So 1.5 pounds. So let's see if we can get a few more of those. That was fun. They're just spitting up shad like crazy because that's what they're back here eating. So just paying attention, just like this morning. This is the end of the day. It just really getting. I drove around until I could find some fish breaking and then followed them kind of to the back here where they've got everything schooled up. Hopefully I can find a big one. I want to find one at least that's 2.5 or 3. That'd be nice. I do have to pay attention where there's a little bit of a breeze, so you can see them busting out here, but they're still quite a ways off from me. But now and then they get past me, they get behind me, so I just gotta make sure that I know exactly where they're at. They're in big enough schools where even if I see one of them, I may be able to pull through another one. And now they're, oh gosh dang. Sometimes they hit you when you're not paying attention. That one must be a small one. Yep, small one. Get back to it. See how many more we can catch. Starting to slow down a little bit. Either that or just, oh, they're right in front of me. They're just all over in the spot here. Just need to find where the bigger ones are. I see shad that are starting to move that direction over there. Sometimes it seems like when I've been able to get the bigger ones, they're actually where the shad are being pushed right up to the bank instead of out into the open water out here. Looks like there's a few of them that are pushing those things over that direction. Still kicking myself that I tried to swing in a bigger fish and broke that spinnerbait off. I'm gonna have to get on there and talk to Flint, get a few more of those. Definitely has caught a lot of fish. It earned itself. Oh, there we go. Back here, there's enough of them. A little bit better. A little bit better fish. that is football. Big old fat belly on it, eating full of shad. That's more of what we're looking to find. That's a fat one, good fish. I think that must be a 1 3/4 pounds or so. 181. 181, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually throw that one in the live well and get a picture of it later on, because that's one of my bigger ones. Now, let's see if we can get one over 2. Fast and furious, and it's gonna shut off here probably at any moment. Gotta stay on them. Looks like they're moving into this little cove right here. So, using a duo Realis jerkbait, I've been using a Willamette Weapon jerkbait that's a little bit smaller. I put this one on just because I'm actually trying to weed out some of those small ones. I'm surprised that other little one hit it, because this one's a little bigger than what I've been throwing. Got 3 hooks on it, so 3 hooks in case I get a big one. Hopefully I get all 3 treble hooks into it. Oh, there we go. Another one hit it. The littler one. Either that or you're running at me. Maybe the littler one. I don't know, he is running sideways. But I think he's still actually little. Oh no, another decent one. He's just running sideways. The fat one. See this fat one angry? Oh, good. Come here. Come here. So, see how long we can make this last. Kind of fun. There's just probably 1,000 spotted bass feeding right now, all over the place. Just a matter of what size can we get. There's another one. That one might be better too. Yep, I think that one's the better one. Either that or I got 2 of them on there. Wouldn't surprise me. 3 sets of treble hooks. We have been hitting each other now and then. That's a good one. Oh yeah, you just spit up half of his lunch. Still spitting them up. Man. Spit them up like crazy. There we go. Another fat football. And he's just going to keep on spitting them up. Oh my goodness. How did you even eat again? Fatso. Shouldn't call them names when they're good enough to. Gotta get this cleaned off. So here's what they're spitting up. Kind of small. A couple of these other ones that I've had today were spitting up a little bit larger size shad. Let's see what this one weighs. This one's a little smaller than the last one. I'm guessing this one's like 1.5 or 1.6. 1.69. Well, this is how easy it is at Shasta to get a limit when the bites happen like this. I went through a period of time today for about an hour or hour and a half where the bite got pretty slow, but kind of had an idea as soon as the sun went behind the tree line there, they'd start feeding like this again. This is kind of out into the open water. Wondering if I should move in a little bit, see if I can get anything bigger, or should I just keep on catching them? That's another good one. What's wrong, All-Star? You don't like me catching all these? See if I can get the thick one on camera here. I think I can. I'm getting them just about every cast. So now you know why it's hard to leave Shasta. When you find them like this. Oh, missed it. Behind me though, so I'm going to move a little one. I think there's a bigger one moving back into this pocket though, so see if I can prove myself right or not. I can just stay in the strike zone here. Should be able to get 5 casts and 5 fish. Unless I do that. Get a little bit excited and try to cast hard. They're slowing down. Slowing down. See if there's any left in this cut right here. See him still moving shad around over here to the side and jumping behind us. There we go. Jumping to the side of us now again. Waiting for one of these giants to come up and eat, but these things are loaded full. Don't gotta move too far for a meal. These smaller ones are the ones that are doing all the running around, going crazy. Another little guy. Alright, you're not
going in the live well, but you're going to be cast number 1. I'm starting over. See if I can get 5 casts, 5 fish. These spots are pretty fish. Even the little ones are good color and fun to catch. Could be wrong. Maybe the little ones are the ones that are up here pushing them up shallow. A pretty good stretch there where they were 1.5 to 1.8. That was back a little bit further though. Stay up here shallow and I'll throw out. I can cover everything from this spot right here. There you go. That one's acting like it's a little better. Nope. Another little one thinks he's big. Oh, good. Quick release. Even better. Better when it's not a big one, they do that. Oh, Lake Shasta in November, I'm telling you. You want to have some fun when it's freezing cold at home. I mean, I got the hoodie on, but I could be in shorts and a t-shirt today. Oh, rolled right over the top one right there. Like right over through there was when I was getting the better fish, so maybe it is out over the deeper water. Still learning about these spots. Could be throwing the glide bait, but I think that they're focused in on these shad. I don't know if there's any trout mixed in with these that the big one might be chasing after or not. Dang, missed him again. When I'm starting to miss them like that, I feel like it's when they're starting to call it quits. They're just tapping at it. They're getting full already. I don't think it's going to take much longer and they're going to be done. Seems like as soon as that sun goes down, everything kind of dies, at least for a little while. Last night I went ahead and went off of a point and fished with some soft plastics and still caught them out deeper when the fish quit buzzing around. A few of them still popping over this way. There, right in the middle of them. That was a cast. I couldn't do that again if I tried. Surprised that I didn't get one right away. So this is interesting though. Whoa, that one might be a little better. Yep. Either that one's better, like I said. I don't know if I got 2 of them or what. He's wanting to come up and jump, but I don't want him to jump. I just want to keep pressure on him. Where are you at? Bad thing about a long cast with a jerkbait. He's digging like he's a biggin. Come on, just want to see you. Haven't even seen you yet. Oh yeah, there we go. That's another decent one. Don't you be doing that. Don't break me off. That's what I was doing with smallies on the accident. I'd get them up close like that, and then all of a sudden they'd break me off on that last little run. That's a good fish. That That one fills out the rest of our limit. Man, potbelly. That's why. They're just, some of these ones, well, and I had him coming up sideways. Some of these are not that long of fish, but they just have big old guts on them. Big old fat belly on it. They're gonna be big at some point, as long as we keep on catching and releasing them. I'll get a few pictures of these. 151. That one wasn't even my biggest one. You just thought you were big, didn't you? 1.5. Alright. Well, looks like everything's calming down, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the camera off. Got five fish, well, maybe one more. That one over there says he wants to be on video. I didn't quite do the 5 fish and 5 casts, but you can see pretty close when they're feeding like this. Man, it is fun. Now imagine in a team tournament, you got 2 people catching them like this, and nobody wants to stop fishing. Eventually you got to start weighing fish and figuring out which one's the coal, but missed 2 of them on that cast. It is definitely slowing down. They're still feeding, but they're not feeding quite as thick as they were. Now there's the one that I want to get. That's up in that cut every once in a while. I don't know if it's just a big trout, if it's a big spot or what, but once in a while there's a... I still got the camera going. Let's go in there and see if we can get it. It'd be nice to be able to get that on camera. It's just kind of a loner by itself. In each one of these, there's a loner that keeps on swirling around, and it's a little bit better size of fish. I haven't even turned the fish finder on, didn't need to worry about depth or anything like that, just watching the surface and driving around until I can get in the middle of it. I can see shad pushing up here really shallow, so something's got them pushed back up in there. See if I can glide up in there and sneak in here and catch a big one. Oh, he hit it. Doggone it. That was my one shot. I don't know that I'll get that shot again. Man. He hit it while I wasn't looking. Dang it. That really sucked. I'll bounce the rod out of my hand. You don't get second opportunities very often with the bigger ones. Because like I said, there's not like a whole bunch of fish right here. It's just kind of, one or two, that seem to be staying back in. It's pretty shallow up there. That seems to be when I've been finding mostly better sized fish. Had him on for a second. Now I'm getting too far up in here. I'm gonna have to get on the trolling motor and probably gonna spook it out, so go back to catching them on the point. Man, shows you gotta be paying attention at all times. stop, maybe I should go back into that back cut there and see if I can get that big one if it's still in there. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, sign off. Thanks for tuning in. Shasta's fun. You gotta get yourself here. Get out of that freezing cold weather and come to Shasta and catch a few of these spots. They're a good time.